Hi, folks, and welcome to another edition of An Hour with Bob. Couple things I got to talk about right off the bat. You see this little mark here? That's not a cold sore. That's not from kissing the wrong kind of woman. I got that from, I went to my dermatologist one day, and he was checking me, my head, and the things they check out, skin things, and everything was all right. And he said, what's that little mark on your lip? And it was only a little tiny mark, and it wasn't a sore or anything. It was like a little bump inside my lip, which didn't mean nothing to me. He said, well, we got to do a biopsy on that. So he did a biopsy, and it came back as cancerous, which scared the daylights out of me. And I'm sure anybody else would think the same way. So I had to go get it removed, which was a week ago yesterday. I got it removed by Dr. Tiffany Libby in East Providence. And the thing about it is they cut it out, and they cut it out, it's MOHS, it's called. And what they do is they cut it out in layers, and they try to cut out all around it to make sure they got everything. And then they send you out into a waiting room. I'm out in the waiting room, there's like a dozen people out there with, they got cuts on their nose, they've already been operated on, and they're also waiting. And that's the scariest hour you could almost ever have, because now I'm waiting for them to come back and say, oh, we got to dig more. Because that's what happened to several people while I was out there waiting. They were brought back in, got a mark on their head, mark on their back, and they're getting called back in for the second and even the third time. So I am scared to death. I mean, I've had so many surgeries in my life, but it's all bone structure. I've had 6 knee operations, 5 back operations, both rotator cuffs, an Achilles tendon, and whatever else. But that was nothing compared to the scare I had with this thing, because cancer is real bad news, to me anyway. And they called me back in, and as I'm going back in, I said to the assistant there, the aide, I said, what is it, good news or bad news? She goes, oh, I can't tell you that, the doctor has to tell you that. I go, come on, let me know. She goes, I can't say anything, but, and she smiled, so. Anyway, I go back in, they told me they got it all, which was great. Now they want to sew it up, and I think about it, wait a minute, they sew it up, this side of my lip is going to be smaller or skinnier than this side of my lip. And I don't know if that would affect my speech or being vain. I didn't want to affect the look, so what's the other option? We can cauterize it, which means they burn it. They burn the blood vessels so it stops bleeding, because it was bleeding endlessly. So they cauterize it, and it hurts. It still hurts. It's still sore. But it's coming back. So I just wanted to tell you, I thought about not doing the show today, and I said, I'm going to do the show. But also, it wouldn't happen today. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for 3 people. I broke my implant, my front teeth implants. I broke one, and the screw broke inside, so that's another story. But if it wasn't for Dr. Stephen Scoley, who was the guy that did my implants, his help, and my regular dentist, Stephen Scoley's in Cranston, and Dr. Larry Forty is in Lincoln, Rhode Island. He's my regular dentist, has been for decades, as has Scoley. If it wasn't for their help, you wouldn't see me today, because I wouldn't come here looking like a hockey player with no front teeth. And also, thanks to Anthony, in fact, my next guest, I think, is going to know this guy. Anthony Macari, yeah, of Charles Street Dental. It's on Charles Street in North Providence. And he hooked me up. He gave me a temporary plate, which is what I'm wearing right now. And that's why I'm here. And I just want to thank those 3 individuals for helping me out. And now I'm going to talk to a guy one of my best friends over my lifetime. We've had more fun, went to more places. I've had such great experiences because of him. We flew over Puerto Rico. We flew in a Black Hawk helicopter, and I'm out hanging out, videotaping across the island. we went up to northern New York, shot a big cannon. We went to, well, he'll tell you the rest of them. Well, one of my favorite experiences in my whole life was when we spent Christmas in Tezar, Hungary. And we visited 2 orphanages right at the Bosnian country line there. And that was during hostile times. But we spent Christmas Eve, we went to midnight mass in Hungary, in Tezar, Hungary. It was an Orthodox Catholic mass, midnight mass, that we were honored to be at. And the next morning, Christmas Day, we went and dropped off toys to the orphanage. It was unbelievable. So without further ado, I want to say hi to my friend, Adjutant General Reginald CENTRACCHIO. Emeritus, is that what I'm calling you?
Yeah, pretty close, yeah.
Is it close?
Yeah.
How you doing, Reg?
I'm doing good. But you didn't tell the whole story about Kosovo and Bosnia.
Okay.
With you putting the tags on the dog.
I did never put a
Yeah, you did.
tag on the dog. I
You
get blamed
did.
for that. I
You
got
did.
blamed for that, but I didn't do that.
Who else put your name on a dog besides you?
I don't know. But he's talking about tags, but I have these stickers, Bob's Big Adventure in an Hour with Bob, on a sticker, a 4-inch sticker. And somehow one got on one of the guard dogs, and everybody blamed me, but it wasn't me. Anyway, so you,
Well, that was the end of the story.
that was the end of the story. Did I say it all right? Did I
You
get
did,
it?
good. You did good, yeah.
I did good?
Yeah, I think we got some time left to do something else.
Yeah. No, we had fun though. That trip was
good.
That trip was a great trip.
Yeah. Well, I need to return the admiration for you. Through the years, you've done a tremendous job. I've been in public relations and what the Guard was all about. You were there for the air shows and deployments and homecomings and
Yes.
tremendous amount of effort you put into
I
it.
miss
So
that. I really do.
yeah.
I really do.
I do
miss
too.
that. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I retired when you did.
Yeah.
From the well, the air show ended its
Yeah.
long run.
And people keep asking about that, and they really don't understand why we can't have air shows anymore. And the bottom line is, it's nothing to do with we don't want to do it. There were 2 major issues. One had to do with the footprint at Quonset. It's no longer available to park all the vehicles there.
Oh.
And to have enough people to come and support it.
Right. Well, a lot of
simultaneously.
businesses moved in there, right? Is that what's happening?
Right, exactly, which is good for the economy. At the same time, getting the logistics to support the different units that come in is really questioning today because of all of our mobilizations. We're not there to do
right.
it. And not to mention that 143rd itself was deployed many times, and perhaps we're going to see it again in the future.
Yeah, you could never do it without them there,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Or couldn't do it without them there. So that makes sense. That's why you're not doing it. It's sad because we at one time we rated the best air show in the country, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, and we gave over $1 million worth of the income we got from people parking. That
Really?
we weren't charging except to give them
A donation, yeah.
a donation, and we put over $1 million into Hasbro Children's Hospital.
Right.
And that I think that was one of the best things that I've participated in.
Yeah.
It's good,
yeah.
good stuff.
And you think of all the people we had fun with over the years, people we talked to and ran into and dealt with, and
Yeah. We even talked about at some juncture to maybe move the air show to North Central Airport, but that would have been.
Oh my God! There's no way.
It would have been a mini one.
Yeah.
But you know, people
What have all Cessnas and Piper Cubs?
Yeah, that's it. Piper Cub.
If anybody doesn't know where the North Central Airport is, that's the reason why he wouldn't have it there.
Yeah. In fact, I remember when General Holland was the Adjutant General.
Yeah, I went to school with his son.
Is that right?
Yeah, went to high school
You know,
with
he
his son.
passed away. His son.
His son did?
Yeah.
Glenn?
Yeah, Glenn. He passed away.
Wow.
He only had one son, right?
Yeah, that I know of, yeah.
Yeah. And he passed away.
They lived in Pawtucket.
Yeah, but they moved to Georgia.
Yep, right, yeah.
And so he was there. But bottom line is, General Holland wanted to move the aircraft from TFG which is Green Airport, over to Central, North Central, with the 130s and so forth.
Right, well, yeah.
And that was a big pushback with that.
Oh, my God.
so-
How would they do it? That,
Well, they would have had run, at the time, we were very small with the 143rd.
right?
But now it's just a
Yeah.
huge, with the brand new C-130s. and
C-130Js,
V models, yeah.
right?
Yeah, so that went away. But if you remember, there was a picture of General Holland on the front page of the Rhode Island magazines. He was in a tank with a cigar out of his mouth, wanting to take over Central Airport, North Central.
North Central
That was a
Airport.
good time.
Yeah,
times,
yeah. Yeah, you got one road in and one road out on North Central
Yeah,
Airport,
right.
right?
And on a day like we had a couple of weeks ago, there was only one way out.
Yeah,
There
huh?
was no way in.
No way in. You must have got a lot of snow in. Well, wait a minute, maybe not in Smithfield.
I did.
Oh, you
No,
did?
North Situate.
North Situate.
Yeah.
But
I
you
got-
didn't get as much snow as we did
We
in
did.
Pawtucket,
We
did
had
you?
37 inches on
Come
my...
on, did
yeah.
you really?
And we had at least 2 feet on my panels, on my roof. And for those several days, I had
Electricity?
I had electricity, but I wasn't generating electricity. So
Right.
for the first time in a long time, I had to pay a bill.
Oh, my God,
Island
that must
Energy.
have killed you.
Yeah, I did.
How does that work? How does that work out? Does that work out for you?
It did. It does for me. You know,
Yeah.
I hadn't paid a bill for a couple of years because you generated enough power. It goes into the grid. You get a somewhat of an ability to backdraw that, and whatever you're using, if it balances out, you pay nothing. If you don't produce enough power, then you pay the difference to the Rhode Island Energy.
But
So
you
it worked.
also had to pay for them installing the thing.
Oh yeah, I leased them. I didn't buy them. That's just a couple of things I looked at. Whether in fact you want to buy a system or you lease a system. For me, leasing a system was better because if something went wrong with it,
Right.
they fix it.
that's
If
a
you
good
buy
rule.
it, you fix it.
That's right.
Just the inverter is about $8,000.
And what about these companies went out of business? These
Yeah.
solar companies that went
Right.
out of business.
And all
You're
of a
better
sudden
off
they're not
leasing.
around, yeah. So you own it anyway.
Yeah.
But the good news, if you leased it from them, you don't know anything.
Right. Yeah.
But I didn't. I still got to have a good company there. So a lot of that. But back to my property, 37 inches, and as you know, I have a small bridge to get across.
Right.
And when the plow
Why,
comes,
and did you put the drawbridge in?
no, I just released the alligators. But the bridge is only about 11 feet wide.
Right.
And plow is about 10 feet.
Hey.
And so you got to come really close. If you hit
Yeah.
one of the sides, you're in the drink. So
Have you ever had one go off the
no,
bridge?
No. And I'm not looking forward to experiencing it either.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of property you got there.
I-
How long
I-
you been up there?
I bought the land in '69. I built the house in '70, and I moved
Wow.
in '71. I used to build 1 or 2 houses a year, just in my spare time.
Really?
So I built that one.
Oh, you built that house?
Yeah. And I was still building houses after that too. So I didn't get much sleep in those years.
Hey, you built that house the same year I bought my 3-decker, 71.
And I'll tell you, it's the best thing I've done because we designed it one level
Right.
to be able to not worry about stairs in our early
Well, that's
years.
what I want now. That's what I'm looking for
Yeah.
now is a one-level house.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Because in my age now, 3 steps is a lot.
That's like walking up a hill. Three steps.
That's right. So right now, it's a good piece of property, and I got beautiful land around it with a pond, as you know, and got a bunch of deer that come and see me every morning,
Really?
every night, and deer tracks all over the 37 inches of snow. You wouldn't believe their ability to negotiate that. It was really unbelievable to see the animals coming out and what they do. And of course, we have ability to see what's going on around the house.
Right, with the snow, you see all the tracks.
Yeah, no, I have systems too that light up.
Oh,
and
yeah?
You can see if anybody's coming around.
Right.
And so you see them out there, and they were literally eating as high as they could reach branches off trees and eat the little whatever's left on the end of the
Little
branch.
buds?
Yeah, and normally they don't eat some of the plants, and they ate most of them.
Right.
Yeah. The
Well-
only thing they didn't eat was boxwood. Didn't touch it. So if you're going to do any planting, boxwood will keep the deer.
Boxwood?
Yeah.
So that way they won't touch anything.
Well, they didn't eat it. They weren't hungry enough, I guess.
Well, that's the problem though with deer, because if you got nice bushes and stuff,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna have
They're-
nice
they're-
bushes.
They're going now.
Yeah, they're going.
Well, they're going, they'll come
My
back.
son lives in Jamestown, and they're loaded with deer down there too.
So now that that's gone, snow's just about gone, and now comes back the turkeys. I get at least 30 turkeys
No way.
every morning. They come out of the woods, come across to eat.
Oh, I'm sure they
whatever
come out of the woods.
Yeah, but they stay up in the trees, you know.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. And then if you even clap your hands, they'll come down and do whatever.
Really?
Yeah, they're not smart. But they come down and they eat whatever bugs and fleas are out.
Right.
So you got a choice. Either you have turkey or fleas. I think I'll take the
I'll
turkeys.
take the turkeys.
Yeah.
But then again, with the deer, you have ticks.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Ticks, fleas, and anything else that you don't want around. They're good. The turkeys are good at that.
Really?
But if you don't have them, that's your choice.
But if you get a good fat one, can you pop them and cook them up?
I can't tell you. It's against the law.
It's against the law.
Yeah. If I told you, you'd have to go to jail.
So you can't shoot a turkey?
No. You have to have a license for it.
Really?
Yeah.
What about a BB gun?
Well, you're still going to kill it. If you kill it, that's the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't kill the turkeys.
No.
So they can overrun your property?
Well, you got a choice. You can go to the DEM and tell them you got a nuisance thing going. They may give you a license
A
of some
variance or
sort.
something?
The same thing applies to deer, as I understand it. If you get a bunch of deer that's really
Right.
taking a chunk out of your property, they'll give you a temporary license to shoot them. But you got to give them back to DEM, I guess, unless you want to eat them.
Right,
You
right.
can do that too.
Do you like venison?
Yeah, it depends on how it's done.
I don't.
My wife's father used to do it just in a frying pan where they slice it, put some garlic in it
Right.
and some olive oil and do it. And that was good. Beyond that, I'm not sure.
I don't like the taste of it.
No.
No.
It depends on, how you...
Well, again, like you
flavor
said, the way it's cooked. If somebody, I guess if a real chef cooked it for me,
Yeah,
I might like
yeah.
it.
Good.
You know, like I love veal. Some people don't like veal, but it's more because of what it is than whether it's good or not.
Of course, the other challenge I have up there are beaver. And you
Oh,
can't
jamming
shoot
up your little
Yeah, they do. And it'll
your river
bring it
there,
so
or your-
high because it won't come through the bridge.
right. Oh, really? So
Yeah,
it goes
comes
higher
up,
than the bridge.
It goes, yeah.
Well, they dam under the bridge.
They dam under the bridge, inside the
Wow.
bridge. So you can't shoot
I
a
got some
beaver.
M80s.
That might work. But I have this guy that comes down who's legitimately a beaver guy.
A beaver guy.
Yeah, he has a license to do it. And he comes down, sets traps, and catches them and takes them away. When he did it the last time, he didn't catch many beaver, but he caught 5.
Otters?
No, otters are there too. But the ones that he got were the wild, I can't remember the name
Oh,
of it right now.
Marvins?
No, I'll think about it and I'll call you 2:30 tomorrow morning. Fisher cats,
Oh, really? Yeah.
and they're really tough. If you're near them and you box them in, you better be careful. They walk around with their mouth open and their teeth looking for something to bite.
And what do they look at? What do they look like? I mean,
They
fish or cats. They don't look like a fish.
no, they're more of a cat, but they have a weird face and somewhat of a smaller back on it, and they're hard to really identify, but they're there.
Really?
And of course, we got bobcats too.
You get bobcats?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah, bobcats.
Do they kill the fisher cats?
I'm not sure. I think if they had a battle, they would lose. Now the fisher cats have a tendency to have claws on the front of them, and what they do, as I understand it, is they'll take their prey and grab it by the neck and push it against the tree and just take out the middle section.
Oh, aren't they nice?
Yeah, then they eat it.
Don't you have no, what do they call them? I just said it too. Martins. Do you have martins?
What's that?
I don't know. It looks like I see it on some of these other shows. Know what show I like is that show about they're up there in Alaska. They're I can't think of the island. It's a little island off the coast of Alaska, South Alaska. The Providence. What am I saying? I
What,
can't
part
think
of the Aleutian Islands?
I don't know. I don't know if that's where it is. It's in the south. I know it's in the south of Alaska, and it's area. It's a TV show. It's been on for several years. It'll come. The name will come to me. But in fact, I watched an episode last night. It's been on for several years. In fact, a few of the people died. If you're not rough and tumble, you ain't lasting there. And what happens is people go there because they like the isolation, and they can get fish, and the whales come by, and they catch huge halibut. I mean, these things are like welcome mats, 100-pound, 120-pound halibut.
Wow.
On the boat, it'll catch them by hook, and I would love to do that, but I mean, I couldn't live up there. I mean, they don't have normal anything up there.
I was watching a show similar last week, and they were talking about there was someplace out in the Midwest. They either raven or blackbirds or something were really taking a toll on the corn crop,
Right.
The crop that they had, and they really got to the point where they got licenses to kill all those birds during that particular time, and they did. What happened was the birds were eating all of the bugs that was in the area.
So it
And
doesn't
when they
stop
were
the
gone,
bugs
then
anymore.
the bugs took over and they killed
All the plants.
plants. Yeah.
Whereas the ravens only take a little bit
Yeah,
of it,
right.
right?
So that's what they did.
Well, that's what nature's all about.
Nature tell you
right?
what's going to happen. What is
Yeah, the balance of nature, right?
You got it.
Yeah, you can't clean out something,
Yeah.
because there's something else going to take over.
So now we're gonna talk about you challenged me on something.
I did. I challenged you. Now
Yeah.
explain what I challenged you about. What is that?
Well, the challenge coin is the first of all.
Challenge coin.
Yeah, challenge coin is the latter terminology. The real coin is a coin of excellence. It's a command. Every command has their particular
own.
coin. Every adjutant general has his or her coin, and I have my coin. I've had it for years now, and on the front of it's the seal of the Adjutant General of Rhode Island. On the back is your rank and the state emblem and state flag. And when you give it to someone, you recognize excellence, and you do that in a handshake.
So in other words, if you had given me a coin, you would be recognizing my excellence? Is that what
I
you're saying?
did that. I told you that in the very beginning. You weren't paying attention, apparently. I know you were in awe. I got a story to tell you about.
No, wait a minute. No, what were
see
you
these chairs
recognizing
we're
about
sitting
me?
in?
Huh? What?
I got a story about these chairs after. Remind me to tell you about that.
Okay.
So the coin is also called a challenge coin.
Right.
This is a worldwide tradition.
Who started it,
You what?
Who started the challenge?
Probably
Who started
George Washington.
the coins? Huh?
Probably George Washington. I'm not
Really?
sure.
Was it all the way back to George? Oh,
I'm
you
not
go that
sure.
far back anyway, right?
I did. Okay. The
You
fact
crossed
that
the
I-
Delaware with him,
In
didn't you?
fact, I'm getting a real good education. Recently, I was appointed as the chair for the 250th anniversary of the country for Situate.
Oh, nice.
And I got a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. And recently, we had several people come in and do presentations on George Washington when he came to Rhode Island, where he went, what he said, and so on and so forth.
Didn't he hang out in East Greenwich?
No,
No?
no.
Where
He was
did he-
over in Newport mainly.
Oh, really?
He did. I think he came to Providence maybe once.
Well, I
But,
think he was in East Greenwich. I think he hung out in East Greenwich for a while because he was
Well,
friendly with
the guy
Nathan
didn't-
Hale.
He didn't discuss that.
No, he didn't.
that
When you
part.
talked with him, he.
Yeah, not George, but sometimes I feel that old though.
Me too. Me
So
too.
anyway, the challenge coin.
Challenge coin.
Okay. Now that
You
I,
got a coin? You got
I
a
did.
challenge?
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
challenged
see
you.
you first.
What?
Because I have to ensure you're not bluffing me. If you challenge me,
Yeah.
you have to show it to me.
Oh, why do I have to show it? If I'm bluffing, you'll find out if I'm bluffing, right?
No, you have to put it down. If you're serious, then I have to demonstrate that I have one to match it.
And
I
if you
do that,
don't-
if I don't, I have to buy you a beer or a drink.
Yeah, but I don't drink, so that's out.
I'll buy you a milkshake.
A milkshake.
Yeah.
You want to see if I got a coin?
Yeah.
Huh? You don't believe I got a coin?
It's up to you.
You don't believe I have a coin?
Don't throw a quarter on the table now. Put it on the table. Man, that's an old one.
It's a Rhode Island National Guard coin. It says Adjutant General, the Rhode Island, Adjutant General, Rhode Island, it says on it. And on the other side, it says I can't see. We'll get into that too.
Let me see.
I had surgery, cataract surgery on my eye, General.
It says Rhode Island Providence Plantations, Reginald A. CENTRACCHIO, Major General at the time. So that goes back a few years. And on the front's the seal of the Adjutant General, the state emblem on top of that, and the seal of the Adjutant General. Rhode
So
Island.
is that a legit coin?
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yes. But I'm going to give you an upgrade.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And before you do that,
Well, wait a minute. This is the challenge. I meet you. Which one you want?
well, I come back loaded there, kid.
Oh, that's an air guard job. No, that's an Army.
That's an Army.
Where'd you get it from?
I can't tell you. I have to kill you.
No, I don't know. That's an Army one.
That's
no?
a brand new one, kept in the case. Oh, you got more?
Yeah.
How do you keep your pants up with all those coins?
I don't.
You know? Oh,
Now listen.
whose coin is this?
This is an old one.
Yep.
You can keep that one too.
Oh, how old is this one? This isn't from you?
Yeah, it is. But that was an old one.
Yeah.
You weren't paying attention. I just read. It says.
I know what you read, but I
Major
didn't
General.
realize it was yours. It was. I knew
Well,
it
my
was
name
yours.
is on
I
it.
knew
How
it
come-
was yours. I know it.
Okay, so I'm going to give you an upgrade.
An upgrade. Okay.
That was an old one. This is a new one. This one here,
Oh, it's shiny.
see,
Whoa.
on the front, on the back, is what I talked about. The state emblem, state
Nice.
flag, and my rank.
Can you get that, Steve, if I hold that up? Let me see it. Let me see the coin. Oh, look at that. You want the front? Can we get a shot of that?
You got to hold it upright, though.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
See, get the top.
I've done this before.
There you go.
I'm going to flip it. I'm going to, oh, God, yeah. Well, look at this. Look over there. Oh,
There you go. And you can
Right.
turn it around for the seal.
look at that hand, huh? Look at, all right, I'll flip it over now. Look how steady. Look how steady that hand is.
What?
Look how steady that hand is.
Who's looking at your hand? So anyway,
Adjutant General.
So that's an upgrade now.
I get the upgrade. Is this mine?
Yeah.
You're giving this to me.
I just got upgrade.
All right. So what happens now? I challenge, and you saw I'm not bluffing. So what happens now?
So now you have to owe me a drink.
No, because I had the coin.
I met your challenge. Therefore, you have to buy me a drink.
Oh.
If I didn't have the coin, I'd have to buy you a drink.
Oh, so
got it now?
that didn't work out well for me.
No, you didn't. And this one here is from the state police. And this one is from the Gold Star Mothers.
Oh,
It,
nice. Oh, I like that.
unfortunately,
Beautiful coin.
right after she gave it to me, about 6 months later, she passed away. So I keep that with me at all times.
Yep. Yeah. Now, who was that? Who was that woman?
I'd rather not talk about it over the air, but you probably know if I told you later.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's where we are with coins. You owe me a drink.
I owe you a drink.
Take a
Milkshake,
Heineken.
I owe you.
I do a Heineken Zero. That's my drink now.
What is it?
Heineken Zero.
Heineken Zero. Why bother if it's got no?
I do it for the taste, not for the
See,
alcohol.
I don't like the. I never liked the taste of beer. Never.
Well, more for me.
I never in my life have. Even when I was in the pub business, I had a restaurant with with a pub, but I never. Well, actually, that's when I stopped drinking at all. I never was a drinker anyway, but once in a while I'd have a vodka and 7 or something. But I never liked beer, and I got very sick on wine in college on a bet. I drank a gallon of Bally High wine
Oh.
on a bet in college at
The
Roger
same-
Williams.
One?
Huh?
All of it?
The whole gallon. In about 4 hours, something like that.
Oh.
I was sick for 3 days. Every time I took a sip of water, I lost it again. And dry heaves and whatever. For 3 days, I was so sick. I won't even drink, I won't even take a sip of wine at a wedding. I fake it. Not everybody knows. I put the glass up to my lips. I don't let it even touch my lips. I put it on my chin. I give it one of these. and I hold my breath when I do it because I can't even stand the smell of wine. My son loves wine. He's got the fancy wines. This bottle of wine is this, is that, and all history, whatever. And I go, I wouldn't. It's rot gut as far as I'm concerned. All of it is. And I've been to Napa Valley twice. I eat the cheese and the bread. I wouldn't even touch the wine. I never have. I never had a sip of wine since the 70s.
I'll tell you a secret. I like white wine,
Right.
but there's Moscato, which tastes like fresh grapes. You ever had that? Did you try it?
I can't even drink Welch's grape juice because it reminds me of wine.
Oh, well, then I can't tell you what I do. When
You put Welch's grape juice
I
in there.
take the grape juice and put a little bit of vodka in it, and you got wine.
Oh, really? So the alcohol makes the grapes turn into wine. Is that
Oh,
what you're
yeah,
saying?
you're drinking the vodka at the same time.
Right.
And you get, in Italian, you get stunad.
You become a stunad. I know what that is. Hey, you know what I got to do before I die? And I don't know how. I mean, I've been to a lot of countries.
That's not going to be today, is it?
It's what?
Before you die, you're not.
No, hopefully
Okay.
not. I purposely haven't bought my plot yet because of that. Twice I went to the cemetery where my father's buried. I want to be buried where my father's buried. But I can't be in the same exact plot because he's a veteran of World War II. And he was in the Navy on the battleship, the USS Guam. The new USS Guam is a minesweeper, but the battles in World War II, it was a battleship that he was on. And he's buried at a cemetery just over the Pawtucket Providence line on Prospect Street. And I went over there twice to get my site, and I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying, you know what's going to happen? As soon as I buy it, I'm going to cash in.
So what do you buy? What, buy the plot?
Buy the plot, yeah. I can't be buried with him, but I can bury in the same cemetery.
Yeah. So you don't have a place to go now?
No.
I got a nice place out
You
there.
got a nice spot in Situate?
Yeah.
Should I
But
put on?
you know, the reason I asked if you're gonna, you said you're gonna check out as soon as you get the plot.
Right.
I want to make sure you understand. If that happens today, you're not gonna get mouth to mouth.
No.
You're gonna die.
And I'm all done, right? And that applies to you too. That's not going to happen.
These chairs. Want to talk about the chairs?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I know where you got these chairs.
You do?
I was there when you got them.
You were? That's right.
Yeah. And that was the night that I pinned Jay Leno
Jay Leno.
to an honorary Brigadier General.
Right.
They didn't want to do it on the stage for some reason or other. I had to go in the back to do it. And I got some video of that. It's pretty nice. It was pretty understanding, and said thank you and talked to him for a while. And
Yep.
nice guy.
He was a nice guy. Yeah.
Did you get to meet him that night?
Oh,
or no?
yeah. I also met him in California. I met him on the Tonight Show set. I was invited out there. I was going to California to visit my grandfather who lived in Newport Beach. And I got a phone call from this guy I did not even know. His name is Bob Perlow. Now, I went to college with his cousin or his brother, I'm not sure which, at Roger Williams. And Bob Perlow, who was the opening guy for The Tonight Show, he opened, before Leno come out, he would come out and he'd do a comedy routine, and he would also instruct people. If you remember, Jay Leno used to come out and he'd have a whole group of people in front and they'd shake his hand. And he would tell them, don't grab his hand. Just keep your hand open when he shakes your hand. And he's telling people what they can and can't do, clap when the applause light comes on. And Jay Leno had the biggest audience in all of television. He had 378 people in the audience. Huge, by far, the biggest ever, I think. And he'd fill it every night. And this guy calls me and he says, I hear you're going to California. I said, who's this? He goes, I'm Marty Perlow's cousin. I think it's his cousin. And when you coming out? So I tell him. He goes, well, come to Burbank. And he says, I'll get you on the Tonight Show. You know, not on the set, but behind the scenes. Yeah, okay. So I go out to California with my cameraman. And ironically, the kid from Pawtucket, I don't think his father ever talked to me again because the kid ended up moving out there. he come home, but he moved right back out there because he enjoyed it so much, the whole California lifestyle and everything. Anyway, we go out there. I go to the Tonight Show studio, and they're waiting for me. They got these passes for me, and so I get out and I get in a line, and the line was like at least a football. I'm not kidding you. It was a football field long, the line. So we're in the back, and the show. All those shows start, those late show, Tonight shows, and I don't care what channel. They all start at 5:30 at night. They're not at 11 o'clock at night, 11:30. So we get in line. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we get in the back of the line. Here comes this guy and a young college type and a girl down the line. He's got a clipboard. He comes up, gets over to me. He says, "Excuse me, sir, what's your name?" I said, "Bob." He said, "What's your last name?" I said, "Venturini." He goes, "Is he with you?" I go, "Yeah." He said, "Come with me." What happened was they had given me 2 pieces of cardboard when I got in line. They told me to keep this yellow one, hang it, keep it where it can be seen. So when they come down the line, he saw the cardboard. That's what got him to ask me my name. So we go down the line, and they opened up the doors like Moses parting the Red Sea, and in we go, right into the Tonight Show studio. No, I'm there 2.5 hours before the show starts, and they told me, "You can walk around, look around, just don't move anything or touch anything." Okay, so we did, and I took pictures and video and stuff. Sat in Leno's chair, behind the desk, the whole 9 yards. Kid took pictures. The pictures didn't come out. Or they come out, but they come out terrible. Anyway, now they get ready. So, before anybody comes in, we're the only ones in there. And all of a sudden, a kid says, Jody was his name. He goes, "Bob, look. They had 2 seats right on the floor. You know, everybody's sitting in bleachers all the way up. But they had 2 seats right on the floor, right in front of Jay Leno, 20 feet away, for Bob. They were for us, our seats. Yeah. So the show started, and he come out and he did his thing. And he every night he has 2 Frisbees. It says Tonight Show on the white Frisbees, and he'll hum them into the crowd one at a time, right? He threw one right to me, which I still have, by the way. And after the show, I got to meet the 3 guests. The 3 guests that night were Calissa Flockhart. She's married to Harrison Ford. She was on that show, Ellie McBeal, which I never saw, but she was on that show, Ellie McBeal. And Kevin Costner. And he was there for the Whisperer there, that movie there, where they played the Indian or something. The Horse
Costner?
Whisperer or something, whatever it was.
That was, I know the show you're talking about. It's a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Goldberg, the wrestler. So he's introducing me to 3 of them, and Goldberg goes, "Bob?" And I go, "How you doing, Bill?" And Jay Leno goes, "You guys know each other?" He goes, "Yeah, I was on his show in Rhode Island." And he was on my show a few months earlier in Warwick. He'd come to Rhode Island because, as a favor to this, a friend of mine, his 5-year-old's birthday party. And we sat the whole afternoon out in the backyard with all the kids, and he talking to the kids and showing wrestling stuff and everything. And we sat down in 2 lounge chairs, and I interviewed him for an hour out in the backyard. So Leno was going, "You guys know each other?" And he got a kick out of that.
You ever watch, there's a movie out that he's in, every TV program he's in now. Can't remember the name of it.
Yellowstone.
No.
No. Well, that was before.
The guy's a mechanic. Once again, I'll call you 2:30
You're calling 2 o'clock in the morning. Give me the answer to that one.
I'm trying to think of it. It wasn't
Kevin
changing-
Costner's in it?
No, the guy he's got a show now, Changing Gears. You ever watch
Oh, Leno does.
that? No, but he's in that show.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's one. There was another one he was in too, but good guy, great guy. Hey, we're going to talk about something else here.
You want to talk about
How much
what's
time we
going
got?
on in the world here?
Yeah,
Let's talk
we got about
about
a half hour.
Iran.
Good subject.
Now we'll talk about as a general. Now we're going to talk about Iran. How's that one?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Good.
You think it was a mistake? You think it was a good move? What do you think?
I think we took too long to do it. we've been doing this for 47 years.
Right.
With negotiation, this and so on and so forth. And that was just a ploy to continue to give them opportunity to build up an arsenal.
Right, and that's the
Which-
scary
which-
part. He builds
right.
up that giant
And
arsenal.
I wish that story would be told more often.
Right,
I get disappointed with our Congress. They don't really understand. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't think they understand what we are concerned about,
Right.
and that is that at some juncture, something had to be done
exactly.
because the regime only existed to destroy Israel and the United States
Gentiles,
and
period.
anybody else, infidels.
Right, infidels.
That's the basic
their principle.
charge
Yeah,
of what that whole thing is all about. So having said that now, we gave them the opportunity to build and enrich uranium.
right,
We gave them the opportunity to get pretty damn close to getting a nuclear weapon. We gave them the opportunity to install and put out in the entire world proxy units. We gave them the absolute opportunity to tell their people that the only reason they exist was to eliminate anybody that didn't believe in radical Islam.
right.
Now,
And we
people-
also gave them hundreds of billions of dollars to make all these missiles.
Correct.
And that was Obama.
yeah, well, I'm really hesitant on using presidents' names and so forth. I'd
But
rather
it was.
just talk generally. You can say it.
I
but
can say it. I just did.
So I think we had missed the train here, not realizing that all the time that we were negotiating, you still had the head of a regime
Right.
that was bent on getting rid of the United States
Correct.
and Israel.
Israel.
Now, having said that, negotiating never worked. And if anybody said that it did, and we tried that in Afghanistan, we tried that in Vietnam, we tried that in Iraq, and we tried that in many other wars. We tried it in Japan too, and didn't work there either. And we tried it in Germany, not so much Germany, but you can have an analogy of Hitler and the Ayatollah.
Right.
They had specific goals to achieve, and it wasn't good for us. So negotiating and having them promise that they're going to do this, and they never did. They put us in a position to give them back money, as you just pointed out,
Right.
to build an arsenal.
Exactly.
And so consequently, we have what just happened. This president did something that should have been done a while ago. On the other side, you have people saying we should never attack them, we should negotiate with them. We've been negotiating for 47 years. And if it doesn't work in
It hasn't
47
worked.
years, that's almost a generation. So,
I remember when they took the hostages.
Right. And that was Jimmy Carter.
And do you remember when it ended? The hostage, 444 days. You know why it ended, right?
Yeah, change of presidents.
When Ronald Reagan came in, the next day they released the
Let 'em go,
hostages.
Right. So, knowing all that stuff, you would think that we should learn from our history, and apparently we don't.
Right.
So now, here's the story, the rest of the story. People are concerned that, we're doing a lot of bombing. The people of Iran know they have the power to put in a new sense of, That regime has several things to do before we'll write off on it. Number one, you cannot have a regime that's bent on killing you.
Right.
Number two,
Death to the.
that fits it
That's it.
in getting rid of Israel. You cannot allow them to have a philosophy other than that. If they can say, okay, look, we want to observe the bit about Muslims. Muslims they're not radical. We get Muslims all over the place,
Right.
and they're not radical. You have the radical Islamists that want to look at it from a different point of view. And unfortunately, that's the regime that was in place. And unfortunately, the son of that individual is now in place.
Right.
And he's said it openly that he will not change the focus of the regime.
Well, he's got an X on his back now, though.
Well, maybe.
Well, it
I
hasn't
wouldn't
been
wanna-
seen in a
I
couple
wouldn't
of
want to
days,
have his job anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that job.
And I think we need to have an understanding, but whoever takes over that government,
That they
the people
can't
would
have
put
a
him-
nuclear
the
weapon,
people
period.
put it in there. they would not have an opportunity to enrich uranium.
Right.
Right now, it's about 60%, about 400 pounds rather, not tons. They can make a nuclear weapon with a very short jump, with the more refining of the kind of refinery we need to build an actual nuclear weapon.
Plus, they got to be able to have the ability to deliver it. And so far,
I'm
they
getting
don't
to
have
that now. You're preempting me.
All right.
The next one is they have to guarantee they're going to get rid of all their proxies that they're funding,
Right.
such as Hamas, Hezbollah, and so on and so forth. They have to get rid
Hezbollah.
of their long-range, immediate, intermediate
Right.
system and short-range missile delivery system and their launches.
All right. Their argument there is that gives the Israelites the advantage if they have to get rid of all their weaponry.
If they don't attack Israel, Israel won't attack them. That's been known for quite some time.
Yeah.
Israel doesn't want to destroy them. They want to destroy Israel.
Right.
Israel has a system that they're happy to have their religion and obviously have their neighbor with a different religion without killing them.
Right.
I mean, I think people would understand that. That is the case.
I had the best answer to that. All that. I had
You
the
what?
greatest answer to all that. It's the Jewish people are the best. Jewish fighters, whatever. They're the best at protecting their border, right?
Yeah.
Who protects their border better than them, right?
And rightly so.
All right. So I know they can't do it because it's kind of a joke what I'm saying here, folks. I know they won't leave the motherland. They won't leave Jerusalem and Bethlehem or whatever. But if they could, we give them 6 miles into the United States on the Mexican border. 6 miles into them. That's your job. Let them build their houses, for the soldiers and whatever, and they take care of the whole 2,600 miles of border that we have in the south, right? And that's their charge. And we would never have a problem with the border again.
I don't know. I buy into that one. They were created right after World War II.
My birthday,
Yeah.
1948.
Right. And that's their belief.
But
that's,
by their being created, who got shafted? The Palestinians.
Well, once again, I'm not prepared and I'm not knowledgeable about that whole deal. Bottom line is the Palestinians think it's their land.
Right.
The Jewish people think it's theirs. And that's an argument that is legitimate.
That was
If-
given to
if
them
you wanna-
after the World War II when everything was
Yeah, but we're talking about two different things now. It's there.
right.
We're talking about what's existing now. The Islamic scenario, the radical Islamic, is intent on taking out everybody that doesn't believe that way.
Right.
And you can't exist that way. So bottom line is I think we made the right decision at the right
Right.
time, which should have been done some time ago, when we found out the negotiation was just a ploy to
Yeah,
get more time.
It was a stall.
And
It was
we
a
gave
stall
them more
tactic.
money to build up an army.
But the fact that when Obama ever did that, giving them all that money, I'm going, what the heck is he doing here? Talk about helping them, helping the enemy at that point.
Now, if you go to Iran, I've never been to Iran, but you ever know the Rick Steves show? Is it Rick Steves? He has.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was there a while ago, and he was in the streets talking to people, and they're just like you and I. All they want is peace.
Right.
Have a place to
They
sleep.
got a huge standing army,
They do. Now the difference between that is they have an army,
And then they have
and then they have the Republican Guard.
right.
They're two different entities.
Correct.
Now, whether in fact we can, that Republican Guard can be brought down, we're not sure that
Without
that
affecting the
Iranian
regular
army
Right.
would support whatever the people put in power.
Right.
And that's what they're looking to have, a legitimate democratic election to put a new regime in there that does not have the baseline of trying to destroy Israel and the United States.
Right.
I mean, that's a simple scenario. And people here in the country are saying, get rid of this and get out of, but they don't understand that we're a threat. And I do believe what just happened recently in New York City and down in Texas. I believe that there are people who are ready to do some bad stuff
Oh,
to
God,
all of
yeah.
us. And they may be in larger cities and major cities, and I think we're just taking for granted they're not there. I believe they're there. And you saw
Well,
what happened.
a lot of
and,
that was
yeah.
caused by letting all those people across the border. You don't know who you were letting
Yeah.
across the border. It baffled me.
Yeah.
I was a Democrat most of my life. I consider myself I'm a registered independent, and I'm sick of both of these parties. They're both extremists. Both parties are extremists. They're both on the way to the left and way to the right. Not all of the parties, but the ones with the biggest mouths are the ones that in control, like the people on the Democratic left.
I appreciate what you're saying, but I don't necessarily agree with it.
Well,
because
not
I
the
think-
most people, but the most
No, no,
people
well,
with the biggest mouths are.
But I think the problem here is, regardless of who you have, two major functions of our Constitution who can't talk to each other.
Right.
In my opinion, that's probably more challenging to our democracy
It's
than
dangerous.
somebody sending a missile over here.
Right. Right.
That they need to talk to each other and not blame each other for everything that's going on.
And nobody can do anything right on the other party.
Yeah.
No matter what they're doing. They could find a cure to cancer, and the other party would find a reason not to support it.
Yeah, and that's the scary part.
Exactly.
And that's been going on for some time now, and I think that's a leak.
Whatever happened
That's,
to the moderates? In fact, I blame Biden. When he came in, when he was running, he said he was a moderate, middle of the roader.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as he got in there, he went way to the left.
Now, I got a good friend who knows an awful lot about the Mideast, and he told me one time, he said, look, it's not the president, it's not the Congress that's responsible for what's going on. It's the people that put him there.
Right. Yeah,
And the people
exactly.
keep putting the same people in over and over and over.
Oh, that's insanity.
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
You know, I firmly believe in term limits.
Absolutely.
I think there should be term, even for a dog catcher.
Two
somebody-
terms for a senator, 3 terms for a
But at the same
congressman.
time, they need to be not concurrent, because you'd lose any ability for the Congress to continue doing something that they're working on. You don't need to start from scratch every single time
Right.
you get new people in there. So I do think that there has to be some room to get new people in
Right.
with moderate attitudes, legitimate moderate attitudes that are able to talk to both sides and come up with a conclusion. Now, here's an example of what's going on now. Yeah, we're at war. Yet you had an effort to take away money to
To
continue.
stop, which would stop the war, which would stop their
How do you do
ability
that?
to
How
function.
do you do that without hurting a lot of Americans?
Exactly.
And then you talk to the economy. Well, the economy is a different story. Much of the thing with the tariffs and so forth, it just got reversed. Then you look at the oil, and the reason that the oil is backlogged in the
Oh, because of the Strait of
yeah.
Hormuz.
So what do you do with that? So I do think eventually it'll be solved. And at the same time, you know, I know people are hurting in our economy. People need food, they need housing and so on. But at the same time, you need to look at the other part of that.
You've got to make sacrifices, in other words.
You do. And I think there is more help that comes from the communities to these people rather than the government.
Right.
And
Right.
perhaps rightly so. You know,
Well, one of the worst things that ever happened to this country's economy was the Great Society of Johnson. Hear me out. Johnson started the welfare system. And as a result, since 1963, when he took over for Kennedy, his Great Society, that was my time. I was in college, well, not that early. I was in college right after that, 67 to 71. And the Great Society was a great idea at the time, but it took, especially in the black community, they used 75% of the households in 1963 had a father figure in them. And now, in the black community, now it's only 20 to 25%. So all you're doing, and they're just throwing money at them, is all they're doing, is they're throwing money at them, and it's a proven fact. When you got 2 parents in a household, the kids are better off. They're more disciplined, they're more productive,
you know,
right?
I'd rather, what you're saying is something you're saying. I don't endorse the fact that the black, white, yellow.
Right.
If you look at our society today, regardless of where it came from, it doesn't matter whether you're white, you're black,
No, I
whatever
know
the
that,
case.
but that's
yeah.
all
Well,
there
let
was-
me make the point now.
Hurry up, you
What
only got a
is
minute.
missing is the ingredient called family integrity.
Unity.
And
Family
consequences of when somebody does something wrong, something has got to happen.
Right.
And that's missing. You know, kids are getting away. They pick up your phone there. They pay more attention to the social media than they do to school.
Right.
They pay more attention to that than they do to the parents. The parents sometimes are worse than the kid. And you get that, it's lost its integrity of real, genuine, good society that we should be having in the United States. But setting the example is not good from the Congress, from several presidents
Right.
perhaps, but they're looking at leadership. Oh, if they get away with it, I can.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what's going on.
And look at all the congressmen. Every one of them's a millionaire once after they get in. They start with nothing, and they're all millionaires and even billionaires. Look at
Oh, you ran for office. What do you got? A couple of million?
yeah. Pelosi. I gotta end up. We're all done. Can you imagine?
We're all
you
done?
just spent an hour with Bob. We're all done, or just about, right? Yeah. I didn't mean just the blacks. I meant the Great Society. It expanded welfare, and it got people to the point of they just want to take and not do. They don't want to participate.
That's our whole society.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly. What are you doing for me lately? Instead of working for it and going, it's proven, the snowstorm proved it. How many, when we were kids, even older, you'd have kids up and down the street looking to shovel your yard out.
Yeah.
You can't get anybody to shovel your yard out today.
Yeah.
None of them want to work. Why? Because they get a free ride.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I hope it changes though.
All right. Well, General, it's nice to see you as always. You're one of my favorite guests and one of my best friends over the decades. We've known each other a long time.
Long time. I think I'm the oldest one.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I was here when they had a guy with a camera.
Yeah. All right, we got to go. He keeps wrapping it up. Are we wrapped? We're all done? All right, we got to wrap up.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for coming and spending an hour with Bob once again.